Alright guys, so what we're going to do in this video is we're going to be looking at the window configurations. Let's look at our first configuration. Let's say set config flags, and let's set it to flag resizable. Once we have set it to flag resizable, the window becomes resizable. Cool. Now what I want to do is I want to make it resizable as well as transparent. We say flag transparent. For it to be transparent, what you have to do is, for the color, there's the R, which is red, G, which is green, B, which is blue, and there's A, which is the alpha. Alpha is basically where 0 is transparent and 255 is fully visible. Fully visible. That's basically what it means. If you have it at 50, it will be semi-transparent. So let's do that. Now we can see the window is transparent and it's also resizable. I keep dragging the window to the right and left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set window position. Okay. I'm going to set it to my second monitor so I can see it all the time. 3000, 600. So it's going to be at around this point. It appears here every time I do it. Now let's explore the other window. Flags. We can do flag Vsync. Hint. What Vsync does is it sets the frame rate of your window to the refresh rate of your monitor. Let's see it in action. Draw FPS at 10,10. Okay. Now let's see it. What is our FPS going to be? As you can see, it's around 160 frames per second, which is around my monitor's refresh rate. But as you guys can see, if I remove this, my FPS goes up to 2000, which is an insane amount. I usually like making flag Vsync because it just makes the computer do less work. Instead of refreshing 2000 times a second, it refreshes 150 times a second. And it really doesn't make a visual difference because your monitor can only refresh as much as its refresh rate. So it doesn't make sense for you to have 2000 frames when your monitor can only give you 200 frames. What else do we want to explore? How the full screen mode works. Full screen mode. There you go. When I press run or execute, you guys can't see my screen. It's on the other screen that I have. So what I want to do is I want to bring this to my screen that you guys can see. All right. So what I'm going to do is get current monitor. This way I know where my monitor is. That's why I'm going to take this out just to see. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it inside of my while loop so I can show you guys exactly how it works. Let's include the input output stream. And now let's print it. Let's say std character out get current monitor. And then what we do is we say make a new line. Now let's see what happens. Now, as you guys can see, this says that this is my monitor 1. Now if I put it on the left side, this is my monitor 0. And if I bring it back here, it's my monitor 1. So now I know that the monitor that you guys can see is my monitor 1. So I can get rid of this. I can get the flag for full screen. And I can set window monitor. Yes. And I'm going to set it to 1 because that's the one you guys can see. So now let's try running it again. Okay. Now you guys can see my monitor. Let's go to the next flag. We can do flag window topmost. So now what we're going to see is our window is always at the top, even if we press something behind it. That's cool. Another thing that is pretty good is flag window always run. Okay, so when we do this, what's going to happen is even if we minimize the window, it's still going to be running on the background. And there's a few more flags that I want you guys to explore. But besides that, this is pretty much it.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.